We've been looking at a scene from Midsummer without going straight to the text. We did do a read-through at the beginning just to familiarise ourselves with it, but then we put the script aside and we've been exploring other ways of achieving the same result.
I think this approach makes this sort of text more accessible in a big way because the tendency when it comes to classical work is to think of it as something intellectual and something you need to be educated in, and you can only go and enjoy Shakespeare or whoever it is, or a restoration if you really understand the words that are being said. Whereas actually the brilliance of Shakespeare, if you like, is that he is dealing with and writing about very, very common human emotions that, yes, okay, there is a verbiage that maybe people don't understand, but actually the story that's going on and the story that should be told by the actors is a very, very simple one. And the reason that people miss it, I think, is because a lot of the time actors and directors concentrate on the floweriness of the language, because it is very beautiful, but there needs to be a re-examination of exactly how the actors are interacting with each other physically, because that tells its own story.
Physical games that we played in terms of having to manoeuvre yourself into a physical position with one person then being taken out of that by another person just meant that everybody was constantly had an objective as to who it was they wanted to break apart, but everyone was constantly moving, and so there wasn't any moments where someone was kind of, you know, standing back and just watching. If it was for a split second before they then had to kind of enact their objective. So you're always kind of on that intention.
No! No! She is one of this confederacy!
Compared to having day one and doing a table reading and sitting at a table, how has this been different for you as an actor?
It started the relationship immediately. Because if you're maybe sitting around a table, maybe at opposite ends of the table, and you're just doing a read-through, there's no relationship between the two people. I don't think that until you get it up on its feet, there is ever a relationship. But if you get it up on its feet immediately, then the relationship is there immediately. If you've kind of got rid of the potential awkwardness of just simply being that close to another person, by the time you've got the script, it's just less of a problem on a practical level.
I'm crowding you. You're crowding her.
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 You're being...
You know, I've had the experience of Monica clamped to my leg to the point where I couldn't move. I had to get her off me to go off and grab Helena. And so, you know, I absolutely know when Lucinda says, "I'll shake you off like a serpent" or something like that, I know what's happening there and I know what it feels like. I know why that character needs those words in that moment.